Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. You know what? It's Community Remix. That is the old instance of Isaac, so I'm gonna boot it back up again. Just so that we have a full chance to get a deal with the devil and all that jazz. We had Mom's Knife in the last run, so as much as I'd like to mix it up and play as Samson this time, Donkey's Jawbone just a little bit too similar to Mom's Knife for me to feel comfortable with that. But hey, the relic from our first item room, pretty amazing. Our curse room gave us another 2 spirit hearts and some pills. We could bomb our way out into the shop. Yeah, so let's take our pills now. One's a tears upgrade. We'll save this one until we come out of this room, just in case it's some kind of like telepills or something like that, or bombs or key. We don't want to get trapped and lose like almost all of our spirit hearts in the process here. We'll put this down. And inside of here, we have items that, let's be honest, we're probably not going to have a... Oh, I wasted a penny walking across. Was that guy about to pay out or something? Looks like he just took a dump in his pants. Alright. I would say that this has gone pretty well thus far. We got spirit hearts backing us up for the next floor. We've got the relic, which will give us spirit hearts to back ourselves up for the next floor. Might as well go through this room over here. And we could even snag a free HP upgrade from Gluttony here. It's not out of the question. This would be like my favorite first floor of all time if this happened. Well, we still got a spirit heart out of it, so I can't be too salty. Let's see what our boss fight has in store for us. It's gonna be Monstro. Give me meat, and I will categorically say, what a fantastic floor. You made my day. I don't know why it had to rhyme. It felt like it made it more meaningful, because the sentence, it by itself was basically meaningless. Meat's not the only good boss room drop. In fact, I would take pretty much any HP upgrade. Pretty much any tears upgrade. Soap, because it's Community Remix. It's just become kind of like, if you win the run and you don't have soap, did you really win? Answer, no. Everybody wins when you take soap, though. You know, stop the spread of infectious disease. The other one I was going to say was actually Pentagram, and Pentagram showed up. All right. I think it's fair to say that somebody out there is looking out for us right now. This has turned out really nicely. And I guess we'll save this this pill for the end of this floor. Again, it could be a telepills that would F our whole routine up here, so I don't necessarily want to go for that straight away. If it teleports us to an I Am Error room, that could throw our whole deal with the devil shenanigans off here. This is the perfect time for us. Duke of Flies, no bombs, but we've got crazy good damage. That Spirit Heart, oh, sorry, Tinted Rock is what I meant to say, will remain untouched for now, but maybe we'll get the crate or something here. Although, really, I just prefer more HP so that I could maybe take 2 deals with the devil here. Yeah, we did become Guppy on the last one. I'll try to avoid it on this run. But 9 lives so frequently makes sense as a second deal with the devil pickup that I can't promise. There's soap. Had to happen. Let's see what we've got inside of this room. I swear to God, I'm checking the seed. This is not a seeded run, even though Mom's Knife and Blood Oath are here and in the same positions they were in on the last one. I'm going to take Blood Oath. I'm not going to take Mom's Knife. I'm going to re-roll it. And I'm not going to take Guppy's head. Are you happy? I hope you're happy. There's no way I'm not taking Blood Oath. It's a great item. It's a lot of fun. And it doesn't, like, demonstrably carry you. It's just kind of like it's a big bonus, but, you know. There's nobody that complains about, oh, you got too many damage upgrades. It's always like, you got this item that single-handedly won you the game. And I can understand that. Not having, oh, this is a little scary. Not having keys sucks, but the stars card, if we're not going to save it for the late game, we can use pretty much immediately here to work out in our favor. That's good. Lockdown is okay. When we get our reroll, we'll use the stars card. There's probably like 1 room left on this floor to begin with. Maybe there's a curse room I could teleport out of with this. I don't know. Let's be honest, we're not getting another reroll, so we might as well just kind of play this out by going over here. Yeah, I had a feeling that was how it would work. If there was a curse room, I could have saved myself a half spirit heart with it, but whatever. No keys. So we stars card in, Mom's pad. Thank God we have a reroll saved up. Put that down, re-roll it, and 10 bombs. Alright, that should allow us to get access to the secret room and maybe even give us enough money to make the shop worthwhile. And maybe give us access to the shop as well. That could be a bigger pickup than it looks like. Okay, so far so good. We didn't quite get the money that we'd need to make this work, but we're still going to use a bomb just in case there's a half-price item. I think it's worth a bomb. There's no half-price item. We could buy a key. I think that's a good idea. I swear to God, this fucking dude, the demon, or the dead donation guy, I hate him. I hate him so bad. I think I'm gonna open this golden chest. Yeah, I'm gonna open it. I immediately regret this decision. And then I'm gonna, there's a tinted rock here, so I'm gonna open this up. There's another tinted rock in the lust room. And the reason I'm gonna do this right now is just in case there is a bombs are key pill in one of these. You know, we want to get as much out of these floors as we possibly can. If this is a bombs are key pill that we're owning right now, we want to make sure that we get all that we can out of our bombs in advance. We found our second secret room, didn't really work out for us. Doesn't really matter where we place this bomb, I suppose. We can't even open that. Alright, well, we tried. And we get a luck upgrade, so we had a luck down and a luck up. It was kind of anticlimactic, but still a very good second floor. And I think we're set up for a pretty comfortable run here, and a run where we've forsaken both Guppy and Mom's Knife so far. That doesn't mean Guppy, at least, won't be coming back, but it's less likely, I'd say. That key is useful, as is that key, actually. We'll probably try to go to our shop on this floor. All we need to do is be able to find the secret room. Or just have some lucky money drops, which can also happen, but it's probably a little bit more rare. Oh, this is not good. This is a situation where an orbital would be really nice. Arcade's interesting. If we go for it, we're going to have to go for it on this floor. Let's see if our secret room's here. It is. Okay, so we can save a key. No money in here, unfortunately. And our item room contains Spelunker's hat. I like it. I like Spelunker's hat. It'll give us a second secret room. It'll give us the secret room. So, I mean, we already found it on this floor, but I think that's meaningful. Especially if we can get some Eternal Hearts out of it. Or, like, free deal with the devil items. Or pills. One's a Tears upgrade. Alright, it's already worth it. And we'll save this until the end of this floor, just in case it's a telepills. Do we end up re-rolling the books? I mean, there's so many more books in Community Remix that it feels like a drag unless you get, yeah, I'll go through with this. Unless you get Nun's Habit or something like that. Demon Judgments have been absolutely terrible for me in Community Remix, but still I feel compelled to play them. It's another key. I don't think I'm going to go to the library. I think I'm going to forsake libraries. It's not a very popular decision in the community. Like the viewing or the playing community, probably. But it's a decision I'm going to go with. I feel comfortable with this. No Spirit Heart, huh? Mostly it was because we're a little bit low on... oh, man, that was nasty damage. We're a little bit low on, you know, reroll potential on this floor. So I'd like to save it for maybe a deal with the devil. We're pretty unlikely to get one, but it can happen. First level cube of meat is going to be nice. Remember, I was just complaining about not having an orbital. Would love to get some more Spirit Hearts from the Relic as well. This floor did not treat me right. Oh well. Alright, let's take the pill quickly, just see what it is. That's really good. Balls of Steel helps us out a lot in this situation. And I guess we'll go to our curse room. We can't fly, so I don't really want to go to the, to that golden chest. Oh man, that's terrible. And we'll play Demon Judgment once more, and I guess that'll do it. Okay. I'll accept it. That's actually a really good trinket for us to get, but, yeah, I'm not going to the shop. Secret room didn't pan out. I want to save our keys so we can use them for more meaningful things in the future. Should have a pretty good chance to get a deal with the devil on Caves or Catacombs 2. It is Catacombs 2. That lowers our chances just because it's more likely we're going to get hit more often. Ooh. And on our item room, I hope to find something good or something worth re-rolling, and we kind of fell in the middle there. Brother Bobby is not necessarily good, but not always worth a re-roll, but in our situation, because we're so early, we're going to go through with it. Now, on this floor, even if we don't have money to go to the shop, I'm going to go to the shop. What's the difference between this floor and the last floor? Well, we have 7 cents. That's a very minor part of the decision-making process, but there's a good chance on this floor, as opposed to a 0 chance on the last floor, that we fight greed in our shop, which I actually would love to do to get our economy kind of kickstarted here. Can't really do anything with low money, but the more money you have, the more money you get, typically, for a number of reasons like arcade generation and stuff like that. And being able to, you know, buy something like the map, which gives you access to secret rooms, yada yada. Not that I don't already have that. Alright, I just want to check inside this room and see if we've got anything particularly useful in here. We've got a room that we can re-roll at the very least. Or a room that we can generate re-roll from, to say the least. I can't help but feel that this floor is going to be pretty important for our overall chances of success. Depends what we get on this deal with the devil, depends what we get in this item room. Very happy with that. Again, we're not buying HP, we're just renting it to give back for more damage later. Also, we should have picked up the razor blade before we re-rolled it. Odds are it won't come back to bite us in the ass, but, you know, it's just a bit of a lazy play. It's because I wasn't proactive about it. I didn't pick it up when I first saw it. So I did just, you know, re-roll on instinct. Should pick up these items as soon as I see them. Would love to find an arcade on this floor. We could pretty much play it infinitely at the cost of, you know, 1 bomb per full HP. Happy to have this. Couple of free spirit hearts. One's by way of the relic, so I can't really cite the game for that one, but, oh, well, we have a blood bank. It's not quite an arcade, but it's pretty much exactly what I wanted nonetheless. With no Nun's Habit, I think we kind of walk in here first. Okay, this is what I was hoping for, was a chance to re-roll this right away. It becomes the ladder. The ladder's obviously, you know, not very good. But we'll have a chance to re-roll it. And I'm hoping to re-roll it into the Nun's Habit so I can do something even greater with this blood bank than I was doing before. Oh. I just barely got caught in that radius. It's alright. 3 bombs for a spirit heart is not the best trade we can make, but it's okay. And we have our secret room down here as well. I have no idea why it's in the worst position of all time, but... Can we seriously just not bomb our way out of it from the... I always forget, if you're on a boss room, or a room with a boss in it, you can't do that. Seems silly to me, but I don't make the rules. Fantastic. Well, we don't have the map, we just have knowledge of where we are right now, so we're gonna get a reroll built up, and should probably get one saved for the boss. Like, this floor is probably nearly over. But maybe we'll be able to squeeze one out if I go and fight in the mob trap room right away. 2 extra bombs, it's a nice deal. My thinking being, you know, we get to reroll the room after this. If we don't see the boss room, we might get super lucky and get a reroll back. Otherwise, you know, we'll end up sacrificing a reroll on the devil room for a reroll on the shop, which is not as good. But also kind of directly minimizes our chance of becoming Guppy by accident. Quote-unquote accident, you know what I mean. When I say becoming Guppy by accident, maybe you don't know what I mean. What I mean is basically, like, if you ever find yourself in a position where, like, oh, well, we're going to save our reroll then. You might still use it in the shop. It's less likely now, though. But you find yourself in a position where, like, you pick up a deal with the devil item and then reroll it, and then you're like, oh, it's Guppy's head. You have to pick it up. If it's free, it would be stupid not to pick it up. It's an objectively, like, improving decision. So then you do it, and then, you know, Guppy's tail shows up, and you're like, well, I already have Guppy's head, might as well. And you have 2 out of 3 Guppy items, and the game just conspires to give you more. Alright, so we're hoping for blood bag here. No deal with the devil is a big surprise, in my opinion. But this is actually maybe a blessing in disguise, because it does mean we have a reroll that we can use pretty much guilt-free on our shop if this gives us compass, Nun's Habit, 9 volt. I'm not going to be too picky. Battery, plenty of potential options here. I would be interested. Pretty much means we're 100% as long as we don't have a terrible floor. Guaranteed to get a deal with the devil on the next floor as well. I'm hoping we've got a really good chance at getting a better payout than that. Oh well, we could get the 9 volt or Nun's Habit in here. We got the compass, which is also fantastic. I can't complain too hard. Is it worth a bomb to get, like, 30 cents? Why, yes. Worst hypothetical question of all time. I'd say that it probably is. So, as much as I could be mad at, you know, mad at the game for giving us IV bag instead of blood bag, we're gonna be able to pick up, like, a ton of money as a result. So maybe it's not actually bad at all. Maybe it's actually amazing. Especially if we get more nickel payouts. Which is working out pretty nicely so far. Yeah, alright, so we went from 28 cents there to 57. Do exactly the same thing again. Look for nickels. Yeah, there's one. Okay, we go from 57 to 70, 80. And Finish up at 85. So that was like 70 cents. We almost got the dollar, basically, from our IV bag. Or from the blood bank, I should say. So that's pretty lucky. I'm happy to have it. Can't really buy anything else on our shop right now. I guess we could, but whatever. Hopefully we have an ability to parlay that into money equals power at some point. But for now, we'll just be heading down to the next floor, trying not to take damage there. And again, the next floor, a really, really big one. Best chance we'll probably have all run except for the second floor to get a deal with the devil. And that will be a formative experience for us heading into the back half of the game. It is Necropolis, because of course it is. And of course, now that we have 85 cents, we're going to fight greed immediately, because that's how Isaac works sometimes. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's certainly not as good as it could be. We'll still have the shop on the next floor. And maybe we'll have money equals power, and that'll make it all better. Stand... Oh my god, that was so close. I was trying to stand, like, right in the corner here, because it seems like if I'm right in the corner, the green nub doesn't actually shoot at me. But I had to move a little bit there. I'd say that went pretty well. We'll check out our secret room because we're here. It gives us the Ankh, which is something that I'm very interested in. In fact, we could actually, like, kill ourselves on deals with the devil, respawn with the Ankh, and have a ton of damage from Blood Oath. That's just me spitballing. There's a, you know, myriad possibilities that we could run into here that would preclude that from happening. No arcade on this floor that I can see, so let's save our bombs and just go to that room right away. Really surprised that this was not the right way to go to get to the boss room right away. Although it was just kind of like long term. Yeah, that was really terrible damage there. Tough floor though. As long as we can keep this Eternal Heart alive and get ourselves a deal with the devil, I'm not going to be too salty about any damage that we take. Necropolis, you know, you got to learn to live with it. It's all about managing expectations on this floor. You're probably going to take damage, especially since you passed up on Mom's knife on the second floor, you big dummy. Who are you trying to impress? Get the spirit hearts, man. Oh, this is a massacre. Get out of there! Seriously. I'm a little slower than normal, but this is ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh my god. Start to perish, please. This is ridiculous! Here it goes. Oh my god, I kept it alive. Oh crap. Okay, we're still here. Alright, well that was easy. Let's go fight our boss before something truly heinous happens. This is a bit of a risky one. Don't take a bunch of dumb damage. This is your perfect time to get like 2 deal with the devil items. It'll be beautiful. You're gonna be beautiful. Like you've always wanted. Okay, we got Rage. Rage for free is pretty good. I'll probably end up taking it. We have enough Spirit Hearts to take this deal now, too. I'll re-roll this. Oh, too spooky, I think, is kind of bad. I'm gonna take Rage, though. I think it's fine. Okay, so this ended up turning out surprisingly okay. But for a moment there, it looked as if this whole run was gonna unravel. That's my fault, but at the same time, man, Necropolis, cruel mistress. So we built up a nice little bit of damage here. The Pact, of course, extra tears, a little bit of damage as well. Rage, damage over time. Well, it's not. It's damage building over time, not traditional DOT like poison or something like that. Careful. This is good, but we still gotta manage our HP. Thank fucking Christ, we could take out one of these dudes before the ravaging part 2 happened here. Mr. Mega is worth taking, in my opinion. I'm not shooting all this fire anymore. We have 95 cents. Who am I trying to impress? Apparently that's my new catchphrase. That would work on, like, 1970s TV. Guaranteed? On the right show, that could work. We don't have anything to reroll, really, so I think we'll just work our way over to this curse room, see if maybe there's something worth picking up in there. If not, we'll finish out the rest of the floor. Well, either way, we'll finish out the rest of the floor and we'll head down to what I hope is Depths Part 2, because we can't afford too many more floors like this in a row. 1 Spirit Heart from our curse room makes it worth the trip. It's about the most polite thing I can say about it, because I would love it to be a little better. I didn't get hit somehow. 2 free keys, very happy. I'll open one of these in celebration. We got 2 cents out of it. Turns out that was probably a bad idea, but if we'd be getting a Tears upgrade in there or something, you would all be singing my praises right now. Call me Miss Cleo Clairvoyant. Our Tears actually are kind of crazy strong right now, so I am enjoying that. Crazy often, at least. I got a little too close for comfort there, but that's okay. See what our tarot card is. Could give us a deal with the devil on the next floor. It may, actually, and save us a key in the process, which could be very useful. Having some shades of the last run here in more ways than one. That Blood Oath deal with the devil room to start with was just like, huh? Blood Oath Mom's Knife, I should say, to be 100% specific and make the callback actually appropriate. Ooh, if we stay tight to the wall here, it's possible Green Nub wouldn't shoot at us. Yeah, we made it happen. There we go, 99th cent, come on. Money equals power at this point. Let me trade 2 hearts for money equals power. I want to trade for it. Our damage would be insane. Just get that Polyphemus, Max's head, Steven. We already had the pentagram. I should say. Okay, down to depths. Thank God it's the depths too. So, what am I looking for on this floor? Well, I can already tell that it's going to be a shop without greed. Which is my favorite John Irving novel. That'll give us map plus compass. Sure, it's no Nun's Habit, but we have perfect mapping regardless. So we'll go fight our boss, and then we'll... fudge you, Tony. We're going to Stars card out here of the boss fight after we get what we get. Could be the Polaroid. I'm not going to have a reroll nor use a reroll anyway. So if it's something bad, we'll just not take it and then hopefully save a reroll for it later. Regular mom. Pretty ideal at this point. And our DPS at this point pretty much comes from our Tears. As we've had a lot of Tears upgrade pills. Certainly at least a few, judging by the insane rate of fire we got going on. Trying to get Cuban Meat to do some damage whenever possible, but it's not as easy as you might suggest. Took some damage. It's not the best damage I've ever taken. Just noticed there's no arcade on this floor. Not thrilled about that, and definitely not thrilled about my best friend. But hey, why have the reroll if you're not going to use it, right? Luckily, we're like two-shotting these zombies, because they're proving kind of annoying to deal with. We'll fight our mini-boss. I shouldn't have done this yet. For some reason, I thought we wouldn't have a reroll ready until the next room. Tarot card is Repentance. So it looks like the D6 to me. Do you want to try to use it on this? Let's do it. It totally rerolled it. Maybe it rerolls it into a deal with the angel. Ooh, that would be interesting. That would make Repentance pretty high in the meta as far as I'm concerned. Turn a shitty item into a great item? Yeah, that sounds okay. So we don't really have any rooms to use rerolls on, except for the boss room. We'll save one, obviously, to go in there. The curse room could be one of those rooms that we need a reroll for. But mostly, we'll just be clearing out the rest here, getting consumables. Sure, there's no arcade, so I don't mind taking that Eternal Heart right away. Not going to waste my time with that. And we've only got about, you know, maybe half the floor remaining. We'll finish it up pretty quickly here. And then head down to where the real magic happens. Of course, I am worried about stuff like, you know, Curse of Darkness. Never like to see that when you have map plus compass. But I don't think it'll be a big deal at all. And that's certainly enough money to make me feel pretty good about our financial situation. Even though we spent something... Well, we probably only spent 15 cents on this floor, but... yeah, back to 96. Again, I'm banking on money equals power, man. We could still get our deal with the devil. Not money equals power man, like Power Man 5000. Don't be silly. We'd probably need more than 96 cents to go see them. Especially after When Worlds Collide was on the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 soundtrack. Spirit Heart's getting racked up here. Rack it up, rack it in, let me begin. I don't remember the lyrics to Jump Around. Let's be honest. Everyone that listens or has ever listened to Jump Around, which is everybody that's ever been to a school dance or a wedding, etc., etc., you know, pack it up, pack it in, let me begin, something, 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 it's a sin. Yeah, we all know that. And then get up, stand up, come up with your hands up. There's a lyric about ceilings, maybe something that's appealing or with a feeling, and then jump around. And that's all you remember. Does Jump Around have a second verse? Too busy jumping to care. So, a deal with the devil would be wonderful here. That's pretty much all I can say with respect to that. You can F right off. Not really interested in that. Rather save our keys. A little bit of a cop-out, but not so much. And we'll re-roll this. Ugh. Next time. Alright, Womb 1. Again, you know, this is kind of the same situation as the 4th floor was. We didn't get a deal with the devil on our gambit there. But that's fine, because it gives us a much higher percentage chance of getting a deal with the devil here. It's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Anytime you don't get a deal with the devil, it is, you know, less good than getting a deal with the devil, but it raises your chances on future floors, so it's not a direct loss. It's kind of like a, I don't want to say an indirect loss, because that makes that, like, the worst sentence of all time, but it's like a half loss with a hope for the future. Now, Super Greed should go down pretty easily here. Please give me the quarter so I can reroll it into raw liver. Alright, money we can't ever use, ever, in history. Isaac's Fork. Oh, you know why I'm so oblivious. You gotta forgive me. We recorded a lot of Isaac today. You know, starting to, my brain's starting to turn to mush a little bit. The sections that are used to, you know, pipe through the thoughts and the stimulus that leads to me talking about Isaac, well trodden right now on today's neurological highway. Let me put it that way. We have really high tiers, not because I picked up a bunch of tiers upgrades, although that might factor into it as well. I totally forgot we had the cancer trinket. And we don't have to give it up because we are playing Community Remix, which is nice. Mind you, as a penance for that, we have to go through an entire extra floor. Maybe that's okay, though. I think we just go through with this. Fight the boss, save our 4 keys, ride a cowboy. That's where we want to be. 4 keys is the magic number. Fuck whatever Donovan said. Pot-smoking son of a bitch wouldn't know magic number if it hit him in the forehead in the middle of a Mongo session. I mean no offense to Donovan. I've listened to a decent amount of Donovan. Sure. He's fine. I've never met him. He's probably a perfectly nice gentleman. I don't know, maybe he's a piece of garbage. I don't want to, if he's actually like a shithead, I don't want to defend him. I'm just saying. I have no reason to believe that he is. Pretty terrible devil room here. I'll take both of those. I was thinking about picking up Book of Belial, but I was like, I'd rather just reroll and get passives instead. So we have the Hermit card. I don't know how I'm going to use that. It's possible I could use it on a curse room to make my life a little easier. It's also super unnecessary, though. And as is, like, 95% of this floor, we're going to skip over pretty much every room here. Lucky us. And our rerolls will line up appropriately. Not that that even matters, because we won't have anything to reroll, in all likelihood. But hey, on to the next room anyway. On to the next floor anyway, I suppose. Alright, I'm not going to let you get in my head, motherfucker. We have homing mega bombs, is that correct? Poison mega bombs. Can't remember which one it is. What I do know is that it doesn't look like we're gonna have to deal with Monstro's bullshit. That makes me a very happy camper. We're pretty much done with this fight as is. Gotta watch out for those laser bullets. Ooh, pretty nearly took damage there. It's okay. Be heading up to the cathedral when the creep dissipates. And I know the second secret room is there, but I think I might rather just save my bombs. What do we want now? Like an Eternal Heart? I don't think so. This is some of the most damage we've had in recent memory without having, you know, one of the special items who probably doesn't need to be named at this point. Blood Oath doesn't count. Fuck you, Blood Oath doesn't count. Blood Oath is just fun, man. It's not overpowered at all. Wink, wink. Now, this is exactly the same room. Let's hope we can get exactly the same results. No? Okay, well, that's fine, too. Now, I kind of wish I'd opened some of those golden chests. Turns out that it was actually in my best interest to do so. We were going to get a lot of keys as this run progressed. Don't do the foot thing, okay? We're cool, Daddy Longlegs, if you just chill out. Yeah, don't do the foot thing. Thank you. That goes doubly for you, Quentin Tarantino. Okay. Now, we do have 2/3 of a suite of orbitals. It's not quite a full suite of orbitals, but one of those is Guardian Angel, which puts me in an okay position. I'm kind of just going to hang back and let this happen because we're shooting too quickly to worry about dodging. We're going to get hit. It's going to happen. But I think we're just as likely to block shots as we are to dodge. In fact, we might actually make our life harder if we try to dodge, because we won't be doing as much damage directly to Isaac. What we will do is occasionally move around when the angel fetuses get too close, because I think it's in our best interest to be on the other side of the map from enemies that can just walk into us and deal damage. We did lose some HP there. That's to be expected, I think. We do have an Ankh going on here, too. I think if we just... We don't have the Polaroid. We do not have the Polaroid. I was just remembering that we re-rolled a range upgrade and got a shot speed upgrade from Mom, so that's not really that good. So we don't have to worry about permanent Polaroid invincibility, but on the flip side, we don't have to worry about permanent Polaroid invincibility. It's a bad thing. It means the Ankh won't be as good for us as it would otherwise be. Because I was thinking, if we at least bring the Ankh into that final boss fight, we should be in a pretty good position to succeed. Now I don't necessarily buy that. I think we're going to need to take in more HP. And it is really like a raw HP game right now. Unfortunately, I do think we're past the point where I can just say, like, hey, just go to every room. You'll generate so many spirit hearts that, like, that'll take care of you. I think we're going to have to get a little luckier than that. Mind you, this is still a run where we're in a, I wouldn't say a commanding position, but certainly a win is on the more optimistic side of plausible, I'd say. Yeah, it would help if we could, you know, get this guy to pay out. I don't really want to stand here for the next 88 seconds, but if I have to, I mean, I probably will. Cracking increasingly terrible jokes about the absurdity of this kind of, like, Groundhog Day-ian situation we've got going on. No? Okay, well, thanks for the key. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's another one over there, right? You're mixing it up, throwing it out on the left side instead of the right side. You tricky dog, you. Where do those keys come out of? You know, you got both hands on the sign. Just saying. If you shoot keys out of your dick, you don't need money. You go talk to like a news agency or something. They'll pay you for that story. I assure you that. There we go. We got a big ball of blue. Oh, okay. We've had this before. Mucormyosis. I believe that this causes enemies to be afraid of me. Remember, I know that Too Spooky does that too. We had this on a run before. And I thought I remembered it being okay. It also maybe does occasional poison damage, as you just saw. Yes? I don't know. I'll just be honest. I have no idea. So what's our fast track to success? What's the tail of the tape for this run? Well, we careful. We beat Satan, preferably without getting hit more than once or twice. Then we're just relying on good items on the chest and as many rerolls as we can get. I mean, it's pretty much kind of par for the course. You know, not every Isaac runs the same, but a lot of the strategies are common. So one Mr. Mega is going to do a lot of damage here. Not quite as much as I thought, actually. Oh, and that bomb totally failed me. We got a little lucky there. I'm going to use more bombs. We'll try to save some for use against Blue Baby as well. Yeah. Good hit. I deserved that one. I got a little too up in his grill. We're at 6 total, 5 total HP now. I'm starting to get skeptical of our chances on the chest, to be honest with you. I'm liking this formula thus far. Yeah, that went very well. Alright, well, we're still gonna have to get a little lucky. Thank God there's no Curse of Darkness here. Yum hearts. All stats up. Box of wires. I'll take Box of wires. Fuck it, it's Community Remix. But the all stats up is the big one there. Is that Tiny Planet? It's Play-Doh Cookie, Random Tears. And then Eyesore, Random Tears. So I figured, what the hell, man? Let's get real freaking random here. Holds up Spork. My name is Penguin of Doom, and I am so random. You know the drill. So this is just a rainbow nightmare here. Thanks a lot, Kermit the Frog. We got poison, we got homing, we got Mom's contact. They're shooting out of all different directions of our face. It's actually a really cool synergy to get as, like, our final floor. I don't know if it's gonna make our life easier, really. From a strategic standpoint, I probably would have just preferred, like, hey, Mom's contact, thanks. But it certainly makes for a colorful finish. It's also surprisingly hard to aim. Hey, poison bombs. I thought that I had had those for a while, so to pick them up now feels good. Well, we get a slight speed upgrade, I think, from the socks. Also, we can't walk on spikes. Well, we can't take damage from walking on spikes, which is fine by me. Please kill him before he jumps. Crisscross will make you jump. Well, I guess this is a good thing about having random tiers, is we're accidentally going to hit bloat a lot, even when we're out of, like, straight firing range. Yeah, that was scary. I can't believe you're not freaking dead. Thank God for that spirit heart. We're getting pretty close to our boss fight here. I don't really care who we kill last. Probably makes the most sense to try to kill Wrath last. But mostly, I'll just be shooting at whoever's closest. This is a kaleidoscope fucking fever dream. Even the bombs are getting down with the disco. Sure, luck down, who cares? Hermit card, not gonna help us at all. This room, hopefully a godsend, should not really be taking... Never mind, should not take more than one hit of damage on this room. Let's make it a reality, people. Half a spirit heart, so that feels alright. And we got a damage upgrade and a speed upgrade from It Hurts. Mostly the damage is what I'm concerned with, but hey, that's pretty good. So this is where our... Oh my god, he deked around our bombs! I can't believe we haven't been hit. Super glad to have killed Super Lust. I don't really care if we kill Greed or Wrath last here. Just mostly concerned with survival. Sure, you know, this will be silly. Alright, I really don't know. Every time I'm going to switch sides, so I'm more comfortable on this side. Anytime we get hit, which is just now, we're going to run in and get the poison explosion happening. I have no idea if there's any place better we could be standing. But I think this has worked out just fine for us. It looks like we're about to win. Building more damage thanks to Rage and maybe even Blood Oath as well. Just don't die at the end of it. And hey, good run. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a really interesting finish. If you did enjoy it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.